and I'll keep moving the...
I'm coming back this way and this way with the mousse, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not really putting it through at the end.
Just pull it through, yeah, with what you've got extra left.
It's gonna hit snowstorm. Do you want us to put this bit on or do you want to video it on or not? Or?
Yeah, I'm videoing now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, you're on. Yeah, just literally switched it on.
This is where I wasn't thought about the island again, isn't it?
The hair with product is to make sure the blow dry will set and last. Without prepping, the hair your blow dry will probably collapse and not last, so prepping is an essential cog in the method. We then work the mousse through the hair with our fingers to distribute the mousse through the roots and mid-lengths. And finally, spray sea salt spray onto the mid-lengths and ends for added bigness, texture and grip, and comb through for an even application. Rough dry the hair off with your hairdryer to 100% dry at the roots and 80% dry on the mid-lengths and ends. The reason why we rough dry the hair so much is to dry the product into the hair at the beginning for volume. This method would also make your blow dry fast like you won't believe. It is imperative that we do not
On it, man. On it. There's only me and Catherine still left. They're all gone. Disney surprises, the two crafters left.
blow dry on your hand before the customer fills it on their head. Make a middle parting with your metal clip pressed firmly on the scalp from the front to the back, passing through the crown. With your metal clip again, section from the top down to the ears on both sides. So basically we are separating the front of the head from the back of the head. In previous recipes we pre-sectioned with a towel comb for accuracy. With this recipe though, the pre-sectioning is very simple and a clip for sectioning will suffice, and it means less tools to produce the recipe. Section from the recession straight back to your top down to the ears section. The section on top wants to be as wide as your brush. Let's have our first head check. Prep the hair using mousse and sea salt spray. Rough dry the hair off at 100% of the roots and 80% of the mid-lengths and ends. Put a middle parting down the hair and section from the top down to the ears and section from the recession straight back to your previous sections. Section
That's it. Yeah. Is that okay there, do you reckon? 'Cause I can't see, yeah?
I'd probably come down a bit on
Slightly.
on the side you're at, yeah, fractionally. Just because them two side sections are only done in one, aren't they?
Yeah.
So if this is it symmetrical? I can't see.
I'm trying to move on in case it goes out the way that
So once you're happy with that, that can be taken up into
a top knot.
spin it into a top knot. It's got quite a long hair, isn't it, that one?
I did think that when I started brushing it, like, just barking. I don't know why she's had this one hid, Mike, I've got to be honest.
From the occipital bone to the middle of the ear and spray the hair using sea salt spray. Lifting the hair up with the brush.
And then that side, just you don't tack both down in one go. That first side look just stays out of the way.
Right.
Brush on top, working the brush down with tension to get smoothness on the hair. Apply heat evenly to the mid-lengths, being aware to point the blow dryer away from the head so as not to
So you
burn
only
your
do that
customer's
once and then
scalp.
you go on the underneath.
Okay.
Then always pointed away from the scalp so we do not burn our customer's head. Second, we change our brush to underneath the section, drying the ends first by curling under. Third, we roll our brush into the roots to get the movement and curve all the way down to the roots. And finally, we lift the hair up and blow dry the underneath of the hair to give added volume.
Now, I don't know whether you did that. Did you do
No,
that?
I didn't lift it up.
When we
Well,
are
now, though.
convinced the hair is dry, unwind the brush and let the hair
I was testing you, George.
down the curve to the roots of the hair.
So after you take it up, do you still take it back to the middle again?
Again, section.
Pardon?
So you take the hairdryer up and then you roll it back in from the bottom again, don't you?
Yeah.
From the occipital bone to the middle of the ear and clip the hair neatly and cleanly out of the way and spray some sea salt spray on the hair for added grip and volume. Again, the first step is the brush on top of the section, dragging the brush down the hair with tension to smooth out the cuticle and to smooth out the hair on the mid-lengths. Second, we then change our brush to the underneath of the section, drying the ends first by curling under. Concentrating on these ends first will give us so much quality in this result. Following the brush into the
Get that length in before you wire it up.
and curve from root to tip. Keep the brush in the constant for added volume and longevity to the blow dry.
And when you do
Lifting the hair up.
where you lift the hair up, keep your brush on the underneath. Don't be tempted to put it back over on the top. Are you with me?
Right, I did do that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but just carry on as normal. That's not gonna. I just saw it as I looked over.
Keep it underneath, lift it up, keep it underneath.
Yeah.
Right, because I wondered how when I took it down, how I was going to get the ends back.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Brush on top, then under. Applying heat to the centre of the brush, of the head. Spray the hair using some sea salt spray. Dry and moving constantly, rolling your root area. Roll a few inches under the crown to the previous joining section at the front of the head. Spray the hair using some sea salt spray with the brush on top of the section, dragging the brush down the hair with tension to smooth.
So exactly the same as what you've just done on the last two. This one.
There's nothing nicer when we do Trinity and we get actually really good
That
heads to work
cuticle and
with.
smooth
I'll
that.
say that again.
When we work with you and we get really, really good heads, it's lush.
I know it is.
So much nicer.
That's a massive difference.
Oh!
Yeah. You can understand how the students sometimes feel when they do something and they don't look that good, can't you? Because they've put so much effort into it and it is the quality.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's the worst part, though, isn't it?
We then change our brush to the underneath of the section, drying these first by curling longer. Concentrating on these ends will give us so much quality. We then roll our brush into the root to get the movement and the curl all the way down to the roots. And finally, we lift the hair up and blow dry the underneath of the hair to add volume. And again, we roll the brush into the roots.
The position that it's got the dry there, it's actually got the nozzle facing it as well.
When the hair is dry, unwind the brush and wrap the hair around your fingers and flip the barrel over the roots of the hair to cool or add volume. Our next section is again diagonal.
It's not that chocolate detail, isn't it?
Same on the opposite side.
Yeah, exactly the same.
From a few inches under the crown to the previous joining section at the front of the
So
head.
like
Spray the hair using
yeah,
sea salt
yeah.
spray. Work on the mid-lengths first with our brush on top of the section. Then concentrate on our ends with the brush underneath the section, curling those ends. We then roll our brush into the roots to get the movement and curl all the way down from the ends to the roots, keeping the brush always moving and the blow dryer pointing away from the head. We do not need any tension in rolling the hair, as we've already seen on the first step. We are rolling the brush down to the and moving around the head. Finally, we lift the hair up to the skin and blow dry underneath the section. Make sure the underneath of the hair is dry before the whole volume is prepared. We continue to roll the brush into the root and leave the hair all the way down from the ends to the roots. When the hair is dry, unwind the brush and wrap the hair around your fingers and flip the barrel over to the roots of the head. Added volume and longevity to the blow dry. Lifting
So
the hair
while
up,
it's
brush
doing
on
that,
top, then under.
your next one
Applying the
is
heat to the
exactly
centre of
same,
the brush.
but you don't
Keep
put
the blow
brush
dryer
on
moving
top of this
constantly,
section.
rolling your
You go
brush
into
into the
your
root
sieve.
area.
That's the
Roll
only
around your
difference.
fingers and fling into place. We sea salt spray on the one section left on the crown to blow dry. We still blow dry the ends first, but because the crown is where we want lots of volume, we concentrate the blow dry by lifting the hair to the ceiling. Blow dry the underneath of the section to make sure the underneath of the hair is dry and to create all that
So we
added
don't only
volume
wind
to
it
the
once
hair
and
on
then
the
it goes
crown.
straight up.
We continue to roll our
Look
brush
at the
into the
angle it's
roots to
using
get the
with his
movement
dryer.
fell all
Yeah.
the way down from the ends to the roots. Keeping the brush always moving and being super careful that our blow dryer isn't blowing directly onto the scalp burning our client's head. When the hair is dry, unwind the brush and wrap the hair around our fingers and clip the barrel curl to the roots of the hair to cool the rain bottom.
You've had some blonde put in your hair.
Did I?
It's nice.
Oh, on it, the grey's horrific.
Trying to get a bit lighter.
The grey's horrendous. I dyed it last week, man. It's white again. Like avoiding strobe lights. I'm like one of them out now because I'm starting to get glow.
Yeah, now you grit, put it on the inside of it, that's it, or it'll melt your hair because it'll get out. You know, it won't get out, but your hair's hot and that's cold. You know what
So I leave them out in the hair.
Lifting the hair straight up, curling under, applying heat to the centre onto the sides with the brush on top of the section first, dragging the brush down the hair with tension
So
to
this is the
smooth
same
out the
as
hair
what
on the
you've
big
done on the
ends.
back four.
Second, we then change our brush to be underneath of the section, drying the ends first by curling under and rolling our brush into the root area so we get the body and movement from the root to the tip. Keep the brush moving constantly through the hair, working the hair smooth. We then lift the hair up to the ceiling and blow dry the underneath of the section to make sure the underneath of the hair is dry and to create added volume to the hair. Again, rolling our brush into the root area so we get the body and movement from the root to the tip. When the hair is dry, unwind the brush and wrap the hair around our fingers and clip the barrel curl to the roots of the head to cool for added volume and longevity.
Yeah, sorry.
It's fine. See what
Same
it
on
is?
that one, Donna, you know the side, keep it through the middle. See if that's it.
Really testing it today, aren't I?
Keep me on your
The
toes.
blow dry.
As always. And the same on this side.
Yeah, exactly the
Lifting
same.
the hair up, curling under, applying heat to the centre of the brush, Keep the blow dryer moving constantly, rolling your brush into the root area and roll around your fingers and pin into place. Spraying sea salt spray on the head. Rolling the brush into the root keep the brush moving constantly. And spray sea salt spray onto the section nearest to the crown.
Yeah, I'd want to go to sleep listening to that music.
Anna.
You can't win. They'd have it like on Suicide Watch, I like a rave.
I've not even noticed it playing before now.
Be that Catherine.
Huh?
Be that Catherine Parkin.
I know.
Having far too much fun. We're doing this in two, aren't we?
Yeah, me too.
Lift the hair up to the ceiling and blow dry the underneath of the section to make sure the underneath of the hair is dry and to create added volume to the top of the hair where we need it. Again, rolling our brush into the root area so that we get the body and movement from the tip to the root. Keep the brush moving constantly through the hair, working the hair smooth, getting even curl and avoiding applying too much heat in a single spot, which will give us fantastic consistency throughout the whole of the blow dryer. And being super careful that our blow dryer is not pointing directly onto the scalp. When the hair is dry, unwind the brush and wrap the hair around our fingers and clip the barrel curl to the roots of the head to cool. On to our last section, spray sea.
I'm coming straight up, yeah?
Yeah. Get some, like underneath where your brush is, like try and get some
So
volume.
onto the section.
That's
Again, rolling our brush into the root area, so that we get the body moving. Keeping the brush moving constantly through the When the hair is dry, unwind the brush and wrap the hair around our fingers and clip the barrel curl to the roots of the head to cool. Lifting the hair up, curling under, applying heat to the centre of the brush, keep the blow dry moving constantly. Move your brush into the root area and roll it around your fingers until it is place. Even Bouncy blow is nearly complete.
Do you have a big conditioner?
We have everything.
Oh,
Are you using it?
this one.
Yeah.
What? The conditioner that's the biggest pot in it we've just said we've not got.
Thank you.
Sorry, we was
It's
asking
okay.
for one of these.
Thank you.
And the same.
Exactly the same on that one.
Let's just give it a good brush first then. It's horrible. Glad our barbering heads are just dead short.
Are they?
Yeah, they're like, to be fair, they start off like a decent length, then we'll start cutting them down, but we'll never get like loads and loads of tats in it like this. Like.
Yeah.
Can I stand at the side for this, or we've got to still stand behind?
Yeah, you have to still stand at the back. They go like that.
tip to root, keeping the brush moving constantly through the hair for continuity to the finished result.
Go cut
When
like
the hair is dry, unwind the
that's it,
brush
isn't
and
it?
wrap the hair around our fingers and clip the barrel curl to the roots of the head. Lifting the hair up, curling under, applying heat to the centre of the brush, keep the blow dry moving constantly. Bring your brush into the moving area and roll it around your fingers and fingertips. Even bouncy blow. Spray the hair all over, so you start